A plastic surgeon in Florida is charged tonight with second-degree homicide and, as well, another charge, manslaughter. All of this in the death of his favorite patient. And I'm assuming that she was his favorite patient because it was his wife. And that wife was also a part-time, unlicensed, untrained staff member at his practice, a practice that is, I think it's fair to say, understandably closed. Authorities say on the day of her operation, Hillary Brown actually prepped her own IV bags and popped, quote, a handful of multicolored pills, which included Valium, end quote, before seizing on the table and dying of complications a week later. We brought you this story last night, along with some of the stunning allegations that would later come from police and state officials. The alleged use of controlled medications by staff members to, quote, take the edge off. Dr. Benjamin Brown's alleged habit of wearing unsterile watches and jewelry in the operating room. And then this one, this is bad. Brazilian butt lifts that he allegedly performed on multiple patients who'd actually refused it, said, no, don't want it, got it anyway. I'm joined now by the man who investigated this case for Santa Rosa County and who also arrested Dr. Brown. That happened on Monday. Sheriff Bob Johnson is here today. Sheriff, thank you so much for being here. Was the doctor cooperative in this investigation so far?
No, not at all. The only word out of his mouth was lawyer, and that's the only interaction we had with him. So.
Is that why it took 7 months to bring charges in this case?
Well, no, that wasn't the reason. The reason was in a case this complex with a lot of medical issues, we had to wait on reports to get back. Blood toxicity, things of that nature, and that takes sometimes months to get those back. So once we received those reports, we did a report up, sent it to the state attorney's office who thought there was probable cause, and then sent it to a judge who signed off on it.
Do we have any idea why? Because the thing that stood out to me, apart from a lot of the reporting in this case, is that it took, I think, 20 minutes or so. And maybe I might be off here, but it took quite some time before the doctor agreed to call 911 when she started seizing on the table, even though people who were in the operating room were, encouraging him to call for help.
Yeah, correct. So he had nurses in the room, and when she began to seize, they all said, let's dial 911, and he said, no, we'll handle it here. And he continued to do that, and then finally it got so bad that they finally called 911. But as you know, a week later, she expired.
And if he's not talking, I suppose it's kind of hard to get a reason as to why there was that lull, or did any of the witnesses provide a reason why he was abstaining from calling for help so quickly?
No, they didn't provide a reason, but I mean, they all wanted to call 911 pretty much immediately upon her seizure occurring. And I guess, and this is just a guess on my part, I thought, or he thought he could handle it. And obviously he could not handle it because she died.
So it's interesting you say that, Sheriff, because, my first inclination, I always smell a rat. I'm a crime reporter. So first thing I thought was, well, maybe he wanted this to happen. Maybe there's an acrimonious marriage. And then I saw they've only been married 16 months. Do you know if there were any red flags? Do you know if there was any sort of problem in the marriage?
Well, I don't know if you call it a red flag, but they did, some of the workers there indicated they got in arguments in front of the co-workers. But I don't know that that would be a red flag. If you're married for any amount of time, you're going to argue with your spouse. So, but that's all they said.
Yeah, it makes sense. I am curious about all the reports that came in about just horrendous allegations from staff there saying filthy practice, all sorts of people doing, finishing up procedures who don't have the medical training, even this poor victim, this wife, performing some sorts of procedures herself. I saw that this is a second-degree murder charge. Do you think it might be overcharged, or do you think there should be more charges just for operating a shoddy practice?
Well, he was charged with manslaughter by negligence. And, when it comes to a shoddy practice, that's the AMA that gets involved there, and they suspended his license, obviously. But, yeah, it was pretty loose in that office, according to the people who worked there, about, taking pills, prepping your own IV bags, just things you'd never think a doctor would do, and also operating on his own wife. I'm pretty sure the AMA frowns on that as well, even though it's not a violation of Florida state law. It's still something you shouldn't do.
Yeah, well, Sheriff, I'm still curious about the second-degree homicide as well as the manslaughter. I'm curious to see what happens as the case, moves forward. I hope you'll join us again, because I think there's more to this, and we're just beginning to learn about it. Will you come back on the show?
Yes, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.